Hi everybody, and happy Friday, the Friday before Christmas. We are getting close to Christmas. It is only 3 days away. I'm off today. I did do all my wrapping during the week, so I was just free to do whatever I wanted this morning, and I hit all the thrifts, and I took you along with me. And I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun today at the thrifts. And I have a couple of other things to share with you. Again, we have the star shower up above. I don't know if it shows on camera really well, but it is so beautiful, and I just love it so much. It adds to the mood, doesn't it? It sure does. Okay, let's start with what's playing in the background. Is a CD called Nomad Christmas, a World Music Celebration. Very, very fun. Beautiful music, too. Very beautiful music. First up, I hope I don't forget anything because I have a couple of things in my head that are not here with me. So we'll start with this. We'll start with Radio Tink. Radio Tink.podomatic.com. This is a reusable shopping bag, and you know how often I go to the food store and buy stuff for feasts and things like that, and this is a great reusable tote bag. Can also be used for the record shows, and it has the Radio Tink imagery on the front. Really fun. And this one's really cool because you can roll the whole bag up and put it in this little pouch that's attached, and then you can hook it onto your purse or whatever, your belt, whatever you're doing, whatever you're wearing to the food store. So there's the Radio Tink imagery. It says Radio Tink on top. It says radiotink.podomatic.com on the bottom. Very, very fabulous thing. Love it. And you can get these in the Radio Tink official merchandise shop, which I will link below. You can get all kinds of fun things there. All right, from Archie McPhee, I got a new fez. I got a great new fez, and this one is approved by the Council of Monsters. Look at that. Isn't that great? I love it. I would have worn it today, but I'm wearing my Santa hat, of course. My Krampus pin. We have to have Krampus in there, don't we? For all the bad little girls and boys. Santa brings presents to the good kids. Krampus beats the bad kids. Alright, Thrift. In one of the thrifts I got this beautiful thing, and it's so strange because when I read this little tag that was on it, I was amazed because it's by an artist that I found something else by in the thrift once before. So obviously I'm very drawn to her stuff. In fact, this is the artist that made the cat planter. Remember the big cat planter? Well, this one says, this one reminds me, the reason I loved this one was because it reminded me of the White Rabbit in Alice in Wonderland. And it says, how sweet of you to stop and look. I'm such a pretty sight. Your home is where I belong. I'll stay both day and night. So don't delay. The time is now. Just place me in your shopping bag and take me home with you, please. And his artist, his mommy, is from the Atlanta artist, Telly Stein. And if you remember, that's exactly who did that beautiful cat planter. And I'm going to show you a picture of the White Rabbit right here. Okay, in the baggies, I found a couple of records. There was one, most of the time they bag them in 2s, but I found a Christmas pack of records and they bagged that one in 3. So on Winner's Circle cap, we have the Waikikis, great band. Tahiti Timor and Hawaii Tattoo. And Children's Heritage by Blood Rock and DOA. Very fun on Capitol. And the other bag with the Christmas things was Bing Crosby White Christmas, of course, on Decca, and God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. We got Brenda Lee, Papa Noel, and Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. And, of course, the Chipmunk song, David Seville. Very fun. I went to Music Connection the other night, and I found these couple of great things. Lords of the New Church, of course, Stiv Bader's band after the Dead Boys, and of course Stiv Bader's is no longer with us. And this is a great one. I'm so excited about this because Johnny Too Bad is on this, and that is a great reggae song that I adore, and I've never heard anyone cover it, so I'm very excited about that. Especially Lords of the New Church covering it. That's going to be fun. And this beautiful thing, Government Mule, Dark Side of the Mule. This is a 2-record set, Government Mule playing Pink Floyd tunes. There's Dark Side of the Moon. They do Dark Side of the Moon, the album. And they also play Comfortably Numb, one of my favorite songs, and Shine On You Crazy Diamond, Wish You Were Here. So they do Pink Floyd songs from a lot of great Pink Floyd albums, and this is awesome. 2-record set, Government Mule, very fun. I'm trying to remember what I bought in which thrift. I think the rabbit and this were the Hawthorne thrift, I believe. This beautiful little alligator style type of bag. Beautiful. Look at it. It's got a little zipper front. It's got 2 zippers down here, short little straps, which I love this style of bag. And I got this for $5.99. Really beautiful little bag. One more thing I got in the Hawthorne thrift, and that was this beautiful little deco clock. It's modern, but it looks very deco, and I needed a clock for this room in front of the TV, because the old cable box used to have the time on the front. The new ones don't have that. So this is a nice, perfect little black deco look clock that I put right in front of the TV so I can see the time. And tonight, speaking of TV, tonight Rudolph is on. Tonight Rudolph is on, and that's a Christmas classic. So here's a picture of my little deco clock. All right, we are drinking a Shiner Holiday Cheer, and what I had for lunch just before I came on with you was a very exotic cheese. It was a beautiful specialty cheese. It was rosemary, olive oil infused Asiago. And I had it with crackers on a beautiful slate cheese board, and I had it with this brew. And this brew goes so great with exotic cheeses. So this is Shiner Holiday Cheer. I've shown you this one before. This one is infused with peach and walnuts, I believe it was. Peach and walnuts. Mmm, yummy. So good. All right. Okay, also around the holidays, I like to serve like exotic little things that sometimes people don't have all through the year, and so when I do an antipasta, I like to put specialty things on it. So I got these really fun sausages, dried sausages, with there's a bison one, there's a pheasant, there's elk. Wild boar. It's really gonna be fun for the holidays. Nice rich game meats, and I'll put a picture of those right here. All right, the first thrift I went to was Patterson, and over there I found this hat, and it's a great one. It's got a big furry white brim. It's not one of the cheap ones. It's a really good Santa hat. And I also found these oddball things. It's a very strange thrift day because I found a lot of Jewish related items. And I got these very unique dolls. You know, I like foreign dolls a lot, but especially oddball ones. And these are very oddball. This is I guess he's like a rabbi. He probably is a rabbi. He's very cool. He's got his long coat. He's got his prayer shawl with the little fringes hanging down. And then I have the other rabbi guy with the Torah. These are so fun. They're so unique. And they have their Israel stickers on the bottom. That they came right from Israel. They're so unique. Look at that. There's two rabbis. Very fun. Maybe, well, he doesn't have side curls, but he could be a Hasidic. And this guy might have side curls. Maybe they are all Hasidic, but they're really fabulous. Look at that. They're so weird. And then I got two women. They were all packaged together. Two Israeli women. We have the fancy elder with her mantle covering her head, and then we have this little lady here. They're so fabulous. They also have their Israeli stickers on the bottom. Very fun. I just love them so much. Also over there, I got the greatest Santa Claus. I don't think you can see him back there, so I'll have to put a picture of him up for you too. He's great. I call him the Sandy Claus because he has a face very much like the Tim Burton Santa, and he's big and funny and very, very whimsical. I'll put a picture of him right here. All right, and that, I believe, that was the Patterson thrift. Then I went to the Elmwood Park thrift, and I found the most amazing thing. And you know, I like to, especially being on YouTube, I like to include everybody. I like to be inclusive, all inclusive. So, and I do love these very much. And I found a massive, mega electric menorah, and I couldn't plug it in here with you because it's so bright it could guide Santa's sleigh. It is so bright. But I think you can probably see it behind me. It's huge. And this was the smaller size. There were two of these, two of this size. and there was a mega menorah, like probably a temple's menorah, or the one that they put outside. It was that big. And so all three of those were there, and they're like brand new. So I don't know why. They had to belong to a temple, because there was just, they wouldn't, no one would have that many big ones like that unless they were a temple. So why they got rid of them, I don't know. Maybe someone donated new ones, whatever. But it's awesome, and I'm going to show you a picture of it here. In case you can't see it good behind me, and I'll show you a picture of it lit also, because you're gonna have to put your sunglasses on to look at that. It is bright. It's awesome. This was meant to be put in a window and be seen for very far, you know what I mean? So it's so cool. Such a cool thing. So I had a couple of I just had one gift bag that I still had to get, or a box that would fit the gift, and I said it's just easier to grab a gift bag, and so I did that, gearing up for the holidays. I believe tomorrow's plan is going to be a podcast. I don't think I'll have time to do one today, but I do plan a podcast for tomorrow, and then of course Sunday is Christmas Eve, and Monday is Christmas Day. Santa did come around. He came around the other night, and he didn't come up the street. There were little kids standing outside waiting for him, and he didn't come up the street. But I could see him through, now that there's no leaves on the trees, I can see him through on the street behind. And he was a spectacular Santa this time. You could see him very vividly from that far, because the thing was so lit up. There were so many lights on this thing. They had Christmas music. It was very, very loud. You could hear it for miles. That's how we knew he was around. And they were setting off fireworks. It was a big deal this year. I guess the guys on the ambulance, on the fire department this year are really, really into it. So it was fun. I mean, I tried to get a picture of him, but he's kind of far away. But I'll put a picture here anyway of what I got. Hard to see him, but you can kind of tell the red blob in the back is Santa, okay? It was great, though. I wish he just came up the street, because the little kids next door were jumping up and down. They were waiting, and it was really sad that they didn't come up the street. So anyway, I think that's it. I took you on a drive. It was fun. I took you, through Patterson, where it's a little bit run down and stuff. That's where the red, white, and blue thrift is. And I will say, I've probably got to say that Hawthorne, although I find one or two things, most of the stuff, I mean, pretty much every time I go, most of the stuff there is absolute, complete junk. I mean, I guess it's because I don't go there as much as I used to. I guess you got to go a lot or you miss stuff. But of all the thrifts, that's absolutely my least favorite. The stuff is absolute junk. I mean, I don't even know where they're getting it from, and I don't know why people aren't donating the good stuff. Why they're not getting the good stuff like some of the others. But I hit it once in a while. I don't go all the way down there very often. Probably if I hit it more, I would find stuff again. I used to find really good things there. So we have our Santa Stop Here sign right here. Of course, Santa will stop here, I'm sure. And I'm sure he'll stop by you also. I hope you're having a magical, mystical, musical start to your holiday weekend. And I hope you enjoyed all the holiday fun that we've had this season. If I can, I'll come back and see you again once before. We'll try. And I guess that's it for me. Happy holidays. I love you. Comment back. subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and join our little family. I love you all. I'll talk to you very soon. Happy holidays. Salute. Mele kalikimaka.